Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today, discussion about the concept of circular motions. Circular motion. What is the meaning of motion? The motion means the movement of any particle is called motion. That is the movement means it is the when the particle is moves. That is the initial position to final position of a body, that is called motion. Already in the previous classes, already discussion about that is the difference between circular motion and translational motion. What is the difference between what is the meaning of first of all translational motion? The translational motion means the particle moves linearly, straight path. The particle is moves straight path, that is called translational motion. Translational motion. And the second one is circular motion. It is the particle is moves circular path. It moves a circular path. It is the presence of circle, that is called circular motion. This is the difference between what that is a translational motion and circular motion. Then see, that is the translational motion means what is the examples of translational motion? The examples of a translational motion means the car moving in a straight path. That is the best example of a translational motion. Or one more example is the running of train. The running of train and the motion of a aeroplane. That is all these are examples of a translational motion. And today that is a discussion about circular motion. The circular motion means the particle moves along a circular path or circle is called circular motion. The best example of circular motion means the motion of a fan. The motion of a fan, that is the best example of a circular motion. It is a circular path. And the rotating of a pen cap and a bottle cap, these are the examples of circular motion. This is the meaning of circular motion. There are two different physical quantities or depends on the circular motion. First one is centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration. And second physical quantity is centripetal force. Centripetal force. First of all, what is the meaning of acceleration? The acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. The acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity is called, that is the acceleration. That means that is what is the distance from that is the initial position to final position. It is taken as that is called the slope of any tangent is called acceleration. First concept is that is the centripetal acceleration. The centripetal acceleration means its a symbol is small a, the representation of acceleration, and the centripetal acceleration, that is both are same, that is a small a. Small a is the centripetal acceleration. The centripetal acceleration means it is a acceleration, it is a acting along the radius towards the center of the circular path. Towards the center of a circular path, that is called centripetal acceleration. That is the centripetal acceleration means it is a acceleration acting along a radius. Radius means that is a distance, acting along the radius towards the center of a circular path. Center of a circular path, that is called centripetal acceleration. The best example of a centripetal acceleration is when a vehicles or when a buses, that is a travels, when a journey of bus, when a bus suddenly takes left direction or right direction, the forces between the tire and road, that is the centripetal acceleration. That is the best example. The one more example is the rotating of the motion of a fan, that is due to centripetal acceleration. That means when you apply the force, that is a F. When you apply the force, when you switch on the fan, that is the external forces. The fan is rotates, that is any direction, that is a clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. That is the motion of a fan is, that is called what? That is a circular motion. That is the definition of example of a centripetal acceleration. Once again, the centripetal acceleration means it is a acceleration acting along a radius towards the center of a circular path is called centripetal acceleration. Then how to derive the centripetal acceleration? How to find the acceleration? First, the representation of centripetal acceleration is, it is a circle. The centripetal acceleration is a circle. First to draw the circle. The circle is consists of that is the initial position is O. O is a initial position. A is a particle. O A is a particle. The particle is moved certain distance. That for second position is, that is B. A is moves the certain distance, that is B. And the OA is called velocity, and the OB is called, that is the horizontal line. The position of a B, the particle B, it is resolved into two different components. One is a horizontal component, that is a horizontal component means that is a V cos theta. The vertical component means that is a V sin theta. The particle of A, the speed of the particle A, it is taken as OC, that is a AC. The AC is called, that is also velocity, and BD is called, that is also horizontal component, and the BF is called, that is called vertical component. See, in this diagram, it is a circular path of a, the motion of a particle is, it is a what? Circular path. It is A and B is the two different positions. The speed of the AC is called V. The position of A, the particle A is moves certain distance, that is the point B is called second position. The position of a particle B is resolved into two different components. One is the V cos theta, another one is V sin theta. In this diagram shows, it is the AC line, that is the AC is what? That is a parallel to the what? That is the line is OB or OB or OD. The AC line is called parallel to the line OD, and the line OA is parallel to the line BF. This is the parallel lines of a circular motion. Then what is the change in velocity of a? First find the change in velocity of a AC, change in velocity of a OB. That is a change in velocity of a AC, change in velocity of a OA. See how to find first the change in velocity of, first to find the change in velocity of AC. The change in velocity means, see the diagram shows the AC line is parallel to the OD line. The change in velocity means that is the AC line is equal to, what is the speed of the, that is a first the OD line, that is a V cos theta. V cos theta minus the change in velocity of the AC line is called V. That is the theta is the, that is the angle. Theta is the angle, that is the direction of the, that angle is called cos theta. If theta is very small, if theta is very small, that means cos theta is approximately equal to 1. That is AC is equal to the cos theta value, that is the cos theta is equal to 1. That means V minus V. The V minus V is called 0. That means that is the AC, the change in velocity of a AC line is, that is 0. That means the AC is equal to 0 means there is no change in the AC line. There is no change in the AC line. That is the AC value. Then what is the change in velocity of AO line? First then find out the change in velocity of OA line is given by the change in velocity of a OA must be is equal to, it is a OA line is parallel to the what? That is a BF line, that is a FB. That is a OA is parallel to the FB line. That means the change in velocity of a vertical, that is a V sin theta, minus difference of the, what is the velocities? The vertical in is taken as v sine theta. The velocity, initial velocity is taken as, that is a v. The vertical line is v sine theta. The velocity is, the speed of the OA line is called v. If theta is equal to very small, in diagram shows, that is a theta. The sine theta is a, theta is the angle. The direction of the, that line is called sine theta. The sine theta is approximately equal to, that is called theta. Then the change in velocity of a OA line can be written as OA is equal to, that is v is as it is, the sine theta is approximately equal to theta, that means theta minus v, that is a, v is the final velocity. If v final velocity is a 0, the final velocity is a 0, that means OA is equal to vt theta. OA is equal to v t theta. That is the change in velocity of your OA line is called, that is v t theta. That is the OA is called, that is the initial velocity. That means taken as, what is the velocity? That is a v. That is the OA can be written as, that is v is equal to v t theta, or divided by both sides on time. That is the v by time is equal to v theta by time. The rate of change of velocity. The rate of change of velocity is called what? That is called acceleration. That is also the acceleration and velocity, that is both are vector quantities. Both are physical quantities. That is it is represented by direction and magnitude. That is called vector. That is the v by t is called, that is written as, that is the acceleration must be is equal to v theta by theta. But the displacement, that is the theta can be, the theta can be represented by displacement, angular displacement by time, that is called angular frequency. The angular frequency, the omega is called angular frequency. The angular frequency means it is also physical quantity. The motion of a particle is circle, that is called angular frequency, that is theta by t. That is angular frequency is defined as the ratios of a angular displacement to time is called angular frequency. Symbol of the angular frequency is omega. Angular frequency and angular velocity both are same. That is also one of the physical quantity. Therefore, the acceleration is equal to, that is a v into theta by t. Theta by t can be written as omega. See, in this equation, the v is the linear velocity and omega is the angular velocity. What is the relation between? The relation between linear velocity, that is symbol is v, the angular velocity symbol is omega. What is the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity? That is linear velocity must be is equal to the radius, that is a omega by, or the radius of a particle is or that is also called r is equal to omega. R is equal to omega. This velocity, or the v is equal to r by omega, or omega is equal to, that is r by v, both are same, or cross multiply. Finally we will get the equation. This solution part is substitute in the above equation. The acceleration is equal to, that is v r square, v r square by omega, v r square by omega. This is the expression for angular centripetal acceleration, where r is it is called radius of a particle or radius of a body. The omega is the angular velocity and a is a acceleration, and v is called, that is a linear velocity. Linear velocity means that is the rate of change of distance. The angular velocity means the rate of change of angular displacement. Angular displacement, that is the explanation of a explanation of a centripetal acceleration. Finally the equation is get, that is a centripetal acceleration is equal to, it is a v square by r. That is the final equation. That is the relation between linear velocity. Simplify this equation. That is a v, the relation between the linear velocity, it is a translational motion, and the angular velocity means that is a rotational motion. In this equation shows that the AO is called velocity. See, final equation is a is equal to v omega. Once again, the a is equal to v omega. What is the difference? That is a v and omega. That is a, the displacement is what? That is a particular direction. The motion of a any particle, the motion of a particle is, it's a particular direction is called velocity. That is the linear velocity or translational velocity. That is also called translational motion. The relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. The angular velocity means the omega, the linear velocity means v, that is the omega is equal to v by r. This relation, the omega value is substituted in above equation, that is a is equal to v is as it is. This v is as it is. What is the value of omega? The value of omega is v by r. V into v is v square, that is a is equal to v square by r. This is the expression for centripetal acceleration. That is, v is a linear velocity, r is a radius of a circular path, a is a acceleration, that is a centripetal acceleration. This is the concept of centripetal acceleration. That means, once again, the first of all, what is the meaning of circular motion? The circular motion means the particle is moves circular path is called circular motion. That is, there are two different physical quantities of the circular motion. One is a centripetal acceleration, second one is centripetal force. First of all, what is the meaning of centripetal acceleration? The symbol of the centripetal acceleration is small a. It is a acceleration acting along the radius of the particle towards the center of the circle. Center of the circle, that is called centripetal acceleration. That is one of the, that is also a vector quantity, centripetal acceleration. And the representation, how to prove the a is equal to v square by r, v square by r, or that is the final equation of a centripetal acceleration. The representation of a centripetal motion means it is a circular path. The a and b be the two different positions of a particle. The change in velocity of a position a is, that is called ac. The velocity is v, and the position of a b is, it is resolved into two different components. One is a v cos theta, one more is v sin theta. It is a horizontal component, this is called vertical component. See, in this diagram shows the AC is parallel to, that is a OD line, and the FB line is parallel to the OC line, OA line. See, what is the change in velocity of this diagram? The change in velocity of a, that is first to find the change in velocity of a AC line. That is the difference of a two parallel lines. The first line is, that is the horizontal line means it is a v cos theta, and one more horizontal line is, that is v. Theta is a very small, that means cos theta is approximately equal to 1. That is a v into 1 is, that is v. That is a v minus v is, that is 0. Therefore, there is no change in velocity of first position of a particle. That means the change in velocity is 0. Then one more lines is, that is OA and FB is one more lines. It is a parallel to each other. This is the velocity is v. The vertical component, that is a v sin theta. That is the velocity is v sin theta. What is the change in velocities of these lines? The change in velocity of these lines is, the vertical direction means v sin theta. One more, that is the line is, that is a OA can be written as v. Theta is a, that is also angle. It is a vertical direction means sin theta is approximately equal to theta. That means v into theta is v theta minus v. Then the final velocity is 0. It is assumed that final velocity is 0. That means the OA is equal to v theta. That is the change in velocity of a OA line. The OA is equal to v theta. Then the OA can be written as, what is the speed of the particle? That is taken as v. V is equal to v theta, or divided by both sides on time. That is v by t is equal to v theta by time. The rate of change of v by t is called, the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. That is, v by t can be written as small a. Small a is equal to v theta by time. The theta by time, but the theta by time is, it is called what? angular velocity or angular frequency. The angular velocity and angular frequency means it is a rotational motion. It is also physical quantity. It is a rotational motion. That means the theta by t can be written as omega, small w, that is a omega. That symbol can be represented by angular frequency or velocity. Or then what is the relation between v and omega? V is a linear velocity and omega is the angular velocity. That relation can be written as the omega is equal to v by r. The omega value substituted in previous equation, that is the acceleration is equal to v into v by r. That is a v into v is v square by r. This is the expression for centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration, where this final equation is called this is the expression for centripetal acceleration, and a is called acceleration, v is called linear velocity, or is the that is a radius of a circular path. Then this is the concept of centripetal acceleration. And the second physical quantity is centripetal force. Centripetal force. The centripetal force and the centripetal acceleration, the both of the examples is as it is same. The best example of the motion of a fan and the motion of a screw, rotating of screw, it is due to centripetal force and centripetal acceleration. So the symbol of the centripetal force is, that is F. The centripetal force is F. The centripetal force, it is also physical quantity and vector quantity. Now what is the meaning of centripetal force? The centripetal force is also, that is the force. The force means mass into acceleration. The product of mass into acceleration is called force. The centripetal force means it is the force acting along a radius towards the center of the circle, towards the center of the circular path. That is called centripetal force. The centripetal force means it is a force acting along a radius towards the center of the circular path. That is called centripetal force. As it is the same diagram of the centripetal force can be represented by, as it is same of centripetal acceleration, that is also circular motion. And how to derive the centripetal force? First, to write the force equation. What is the force equation? That is F is equal to mass into acceleration, or F is equal to mass is a scalar, as it is same. The F A is called acceleration. That is also called centripetal acceleration. What is the previous derivation is? What is the expression for centripetal acceleration? The centripetal acceleration is, that is a v square by r. V square by r. Substitute that value, that is a v square by r. Finally, we'll get, that is a F is equal to mv square by r. This equation is called centripetal force equation. The centripetal force equation means, that is a F is equal to mv square by r, where that is a F is a centripetal force, m is a mass of the particle, that is a v is called, that is a linear velocity, r is a radius of a particle. This is the concept of centripetal force. Once again, the symbol of the centripetal force is capital F. The force symbol is also same. Force means that is a product of mass into acceleration. What is the basic definition of force? It is a quantity in which the change in state of rest. It is a quantity, it changes the state of rest. That is called force. The unit of force is what? Newton. Capital N is the symbol of the Newton symbol. That is the SI unit of force. Then the force equation is according to Newton's second law, that is a F is equal to mass into acceleration. That equation is called Newton's second law, the product of mass into acceleration, or F is equal to mass is as it is a scalar quantity. What is the acceleration? The acceleration means the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. In previous derivation is, what is the centripetal acceleration? That is a v square by r. Substitute this value in this equation. Finally, we will get F is equal to mv square by r. What is the terms explanation? That is, the F is a centripetal force and m is a mass of the particle, V is called speed of the particle, R is a radius of a circle. This is the terms and explanation of a equation and terms explanation of a centrifugal force concept. This is the motion in a the circular motion. This concept is called circular motion. The circular motion means that is a the particle moves circular path is called circular motion. So many examples is there. The rotation of a the motion of a any particle, that is the examples of a circular motion. It depends on the circular motion is depends on two different physical quantities. First one is the centripetal acceleration, second one is centripetal force. What is the meaning of centripetal force? What is the meaning of centripetal acceleration? What is the examples? How to representation of a centripetal force and acceleration? How to derive the centripetal force and centripetal acceleration? That is the concept of motion in a circular, the uniform motion in a circular motion. This is the concept. Okay, thank you.